YouTube! I am Penstar, and this is another Brick in the Mall Strategy and Tactics Episode 4. So when we last left our quite wealthy empire, well, relatively speaking, we had finished off another gangbuster day. Let's see how we're doing on our profitability here. 50% profit margin. Well, almost 50%, but close enough. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Actually, yeah, we just rolled over. Not quite as high as our peak before, but still not too bad. We transitioned. We added a bunch of new products. But we also added a bunch of new staff. We are 50% beverages? Really? Not too sure about that. I don't think we're 50% beverages, but things will change in time. Because what I want to do is this. Let's get our builders going in here. We want to add more food shelves. Now, at this point, we've already maxed out all of our categories that we know how to make. So what we're going to do is we want to unlock even more demand. And so to do that, we need to sell enough items that are considered food in order to turn our store into primarily a food selling market. What that will do is, if we look here, we've got 30 people that are willing to come in at tier 1 for fresh fruits. If we are a store that is primarily food, actually, it looks like we already are. Despite the little display error, we are a store that is primarily that, because we've unlocked tier 2 here. So we're getting, on pretty much all of our foods, we're getting tier 2 extra sales here. And we want to make sure that that stays that way. The only way you get even more sales out of some of these is to make it a specialty store. No way we could do that with the diversity of products we've got. So the best that we can do is just keep it as such, is to make sure we maintain that ratio. So you know what? Let's, well, I don't actually think we want to introduce any more buildings yet, at least until we get our products going. Oh, you guys are done? Oh, you're never done. More road work. Let's finish up our road work here. So we've already drawn it out this thing, so we might as well, let's loop it off here. So we'll make this a big loop. We'll make more staff only parking over here. We can actually just decommission this dang building right here and remove that as well, so we can make those more parking spots, because that building really has no reason to exist. Yay, staff parking. Leaving the good spots for our paying customers. All right. Well, I will see you guys on the flip side as this day goes by. Actually, before we do that, let's hire one more cashier for the evening, since that seems to be when it really needs it. You, my dear, we'll start in the evening. Now, I know that puts us at 9 at some point. So we're actually going to want to take one of our floaters and move you back to the morning, so we stay at 8. All right, we are done with our day. Not too shabby at all. Yeah, I know people are whining for restaurants, but that's okay. That's okay. Well, boom. How'd we do? $2,037 in net profit. Doing quite nicely, I might say. Turn a daily profit of over 5,000. That's 5,000 gross. Really? That's my next challenge. I think I did a daily profit over some other threshold, and we got money for that. One more type of product. One more type of product. Well, we're working on it, game. We're working on it. We will have some more diversity coming in here. Trust me. I have a plan. Now, let's take a look now that it's had a chance. It still says beverage is 56%. I don't know why it says that. That must be a bug. This is the unstable branch, by the way. So that makes perfect sense that we've got a little visual bug here. Aha. Let us, all right, you guys finished that. We want you actually building, we want you guys building some replacements here, actually. 'Cause these things are going to be moved. Our dear toys are going to be, well, I wouldn't say they're replaced because they still have a place in our little Gambit here. But trust me when I say this, we've got some plans. And all right, we're going to be putting down some tables here. Table, 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 table. And let's do table and then shelf, like so. Oh, and of course, can't forget our middle table here. I'm about to say, you better not just quit and not do that last table. Okay, so here's our new plan for when we, let's wait till we actually get electronics, shall we? And also we need to, we got to replace the items that we lost here. So some food. And we also, since we're getting a bunch more non-foods here, we need more food to balance out our store's ratio to make sure this still is considered a food store as opposed to a, well, not food store. So we're getting those. Getting those built so that we can have some extra food. All right, we should have our research coming in, not soon enough. So you, my friend, are going to be the old home to our toys here. These four are going to be parts, these are going to tie into our electronics, which we can't get right now, but, oh, breakfast cereals. We can't do without our breakfast cereals, and we want those front and center. All right, we are going to double up on them, but we want to double up on some stuff that is, well, more money-making, shall we say. Yeah, we can do cookies, snacks, candies, and maybe we'll offer up some more staple items. Sliced bread. I know that's high in demand, canned foods up there. But that should keep our store nice and on an even keel. So yeah, food, 65%. Now we're definitely going to be getting that extra demand. And hey, you've got our toys back up and running. Just in time. Just in time. All right, once we get our research in here, we can perform sort of our final Gambit here for our first store. Now, this isn't getting into the specialty stores where you can really get some high demand rolling in. This is just sort of maxing out your initial general store, and you do want to have an initial general store. Our stock boy can barely keep up. I'm glad we've got two of them hired here, just because people are literally picking the shelves clean. So many buyers. But hey, our cashier army is keeping up with people, so that works out well. And they must have altered how often the delivery trucks come, because they're not coming as often as they used to. So my initial thing of saying you only need a 2-box storage, I'd say 4 is now the new minimum, given the sort of the changes in the balance of the game here. So I am happy with our storage capacity at the moment. If you are selling so many things that your stock boys can't keep up, and you need additional stock boys, then yeah, expand your storage, because they're going to be picking that clean extra fast. And yes, I did see that we got our electronics. We will put those into place for tomorrow. Alcohol license. Clothing. But that's not going to be for a while. So, yeah. Our profit margin's at 60%. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's see if we can send it through the stratosphere. So, our new big ticket item, our welcoming item at the door, is no longer toys. Although toys are at the forefront, they're still fairly profitable. But now we have electronics. And the most expensive of the electronics are the laptop computers. And there is actually a trait that will make people impulse buy laptop computers. It's called Tech Addict. But there's other traits that make people impulse buy electronics. Gamer will make people impulse buy either video games or video game consoles. Boom. There's music lover, which will make people impulse buy MP3 players. Boom. There's a trait that camera enthusiasts that will make people impulse buy cameras. Boom. Now the others either don't have impulse buy items or aren't as profitable. And since we're not trying to make ourselves an electronics store, and since they have very low demand unless you're a specialty store, having them, even though we have access to them, isn't really going to help. I'd rather preserve the food percentage, keeping that over 50% to get the extra volume in. So that should do nicely. So once, you know what, here's what we're going to do just to ensure that our stock is in place here. Our stock clerk, don't start at 5, start at 4 in the morning. That's what I want you to do. You, my friend, will start at 4 in the morning. And you can butt up against him there. All right, my friends. This will probably be our last shopping day. Oh wait, our builders are idle, and we've got some road work to lay. We got some more customer parking to shell out here. Might as well keep your builders busy if you're paying them. And we've certainly got the money to afford this expansion here. So huzzah! Oh yeah, these are all gone. Let me, let's remove these as regular spots and make them all staff only parking. This whole top row is going to be staff only. I was able to place it even though we had one of the corners cut off there. Oh well. Game. That's a bug. Little bug, but a bug. Okay. Come on, man. Get the laptop computers. Bring those out for display. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So the profitability on our toys, 20 to 40 bucks at maximum profitability. Laptop computers, 200 to 400 at maximum margin markup. Which, by the way, when people are walking by and they do their impulse buy, yeah, they don't look at the price. They don't look at the price. They see it, they want it, they buy it. So, who will be our first victim tempted, distracted by the shiny laptop computers? Who will do it? Who will give us some Boku bucks? I mean, you guys could, I suppose you could. Oh. Now, you, my friend, did you come here specifically for a laptop computer? No! You came here looking for soda. Soda! What does soda potentially give us? Soda. $6 to $12. But instead of soda, you're going to buy yourself a new laptop. $200 to $400. You saw what you... Oh, and look at you. Looking for sauces and seasonings. You came here for a jar of Mrs. Dash. And you are going to leave with a laptop computer. Yep, tech addict. There we go. Now, there is, I think, a tiny smidgen of natural... Oh, someone just bought a game console. And, of course, we have our toy enthusiasts. Fresh bread? No fresh bread. Toys. Canned food? No canned food. Laptops. Look at them. They're already half gone. They're already half gone. And, yeah, when somebody with the gamer trait walks by here, they will... they'll have that. Now, part of me wants to say, you know what? Why don't we move the door over here and maybe plug this up? Well, the only reason why I'm not doing that is if you make too long of a line, people will actually clip through the table. Oh God, we are out of laptops. Quick, stock boy, get ye to a laptopery. Toot sweet. No, do not restock breakfast cereals. You are to restock laptops. That is what this store is now running on. Laptops. Thank you. Good job. Ah, yes. And this, my friends, is the electronics Gambit. It also works for clothing. Women's dresses have an insanely high markup. And a high profit margin. Not a lot of natural demand, but if you get the fashion victims who can't help themselves buying clothes, yep, even male fashion victims, quote unquote. Boy, our stock boy can barely keep up. So we might want to be expanding this a little bit here. Because, yeah, this is a lot of people. But our cashier army is keeping up quite nicely, I might add. And nothing's gone... Our laptops are already half gone again. I look away for a minute and the tech addicts come flowing in. Oh, you're not about to buy something. You're one of the replacement workers. There we go. Toys, laptop. You came here for toilet paper! You came here for toilet paper! And you left with a laptop. I love it. I love it. Replace the laptops. We need more laptops. More laptops. Hurry up. Thank you. Ah, the day is going nice and smoothly. Things are flying off the shelves. I may want to adjust my little Gambit here to rake more people across here. Because people aren't really getting a chance to see the MP3 players, because they more often than not loop around this way. Which is all well and good for the video gamers and the toy enthusiasts, but I'd rather them being tempted by the other stuff. I think I have an idea. Boy, all this stuff. All right, let's let the day run itself out. so that we get all of our stuff sort of ratcheted into place here. And let's see what happens with our little laptop gambit, shall we? Shall we? I think we shall. Ka-chink. Oh, we have $70,000. I wonder why. Because we made 7,509 net profit. Look at that line. Look at that line. We just went from good to great. Now, let's take a look at our demands here, our needs, if you will. Let's take a look at our new electronics, shall we? Where are we for laptops? Laptop computers. So, we sold 10 of them yesterday, with only one demanded. And yeah, somehow we were able to get the tier 2 goodies, but again, these were all impulse buys. Only one person came to the store looking for a laptop. Everything else was an impulse buy. Game consoles. Oh, well, we sold those naturally. But really, it's the laptops that were the workhorse here. Oh, actually, we had some impulse buys on the cameras that I missed. We only had one natural demand. Well, no, 3 natural demand, but 4 sales. So we were able to... and yeah, you don't get any extra camera demand until tier 3. So we were able to overtax the camera threshold here. And MP3 players, one normal demand. No normal demand. Normally nobody wants MP3 players unless you're in an electronics store, but we were able to sell, well, 2 of them. But still, that's more than we should have gotten. So there, my friends, is how you turn your first store into something wonderfully and insanely profitable. From here, you're going to be generating enough cash that you can expand to the world. So that will conclude our strategy and tactics mini-series. I hope you all enjoyed it and found it informative. Bear in mind, this is all for version 0.20 early access. There's a chance in the future that something will change that will either alter or nullify the advice given in this series. That being said, I can't see enough fundamentals being messed with that everything would be rendered inoperable, so to speak. So what you can do is, just take this as a general advice, even if some of the details and minutiae no longer work. So once again, thank you all for joining me here today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this episode and you want to see more like it, you want to see more mini-series like this, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya!